Good morning, everybody. Sonya Chapin here with FabACab to give you some quick tips on something many of us are facing for the first time, and that's how to have a successful virtual meeting. Before you start your meeting, you want to make sure that you pick a platform that best suits your needs. There are many really good options out there, many of which have free versions, but with those free versions come limitations. For example, on the limits on the audience size, or the time limit that you can host your meeting. So make sure that you pick one that really best suits your needs. Make sure that you have a really good virtual environment to host your meeting in. You want to make sure that you have a background that's free of distractions, clean, and eye-appealing. You also want to make sure that that environment has good lighting so that all of your guests can see you really well. And probably most importantly, you want to make sure that it's a quiet environment. We are in a time when many things are out of our control, including the noises that may come across in a meeting and any surprise guests that may pop their head in. So make sure that you've got an environment that's really going to make sure that people are focused on you and not what's going on around you. Make sure that you've got a really strong internet connection so that your audio and video don't freeze right in the middle of a really important point or a really good conversation that you've got going on. Make sure that you have a clear objective for your meeting in mind before you get started. You have a limited time, and again, there can be some distractions, so make sure you know going in what you want to get accomplished and how you're going to get there. Make sure that you set some really clear ground rules before you get started. For example, what time do you want people to log in? And do they need to check their audio and video before they join the meeting? How are questions going to get handled? Are they allowed to ask those questions during the course of the meeting, or do you want those left until the end? If you've got a chat function, how's that going to be managed? Is there going to be somebody there monitoring it for you? Are you going to use it for links, or is that how you want your guests to ask their questions? So make sure that you have those things established before you get started so everybody's on a clear page. Another important point is, do you want everybody to have their audio and video on, or only the people who are presenting? So make sure that you set those things in place before you get going. And finally, make sure that you think about how you're going to keep your guests engaged. As I said before, this is a really uncertain time with some things that are out of our control. And it's really easy for your guests to be distracted, whether it be checking email, watching other things going on around them, noises that are going on, or potentially people in the background. So how are you going to keep your guests engaged so they really get out of it what you want them to get out of it? I hope these things help. I hope things get back to relatively normal soon and we all can meet in person. But until then, I hope these tips help you have a successful meeting. Thanks so much. Bye, everybody.